Arc System Works just announced rollback for Gear Xrd. Never in a million years I thought it would happen, but here we are. So I thought I would celebrate the occasion by making a beginner's guide for anyone interested in trying out the game. We're going to start off with which system and version you should purchase. You might be asking, why are we going over such simple matters? Well, because there is a huge difference. The game is available on PlayStation and Steam, but the console version has more input delay. It all depends on the setup, but I experienced about 4 frame difference between my PC and PlayStation 4. Another important aspect is that Arc System Works announced rollback netcode on Steam, but we have no confirmation for PlayStation. So if you have a choice, I would highly recommend getting it on PC. Now let's look at the available bundles for the game. Rev2 is the latest version, so you want a bundle that includes that. I recommend getting the Gear Xrd Revelator, plus DLC characters, plus Rev2 all-in-one, does not include optional DLCs, or Rev2 Deluxe, all DLCs included. This will get you all the playable characters in the game with the latest version. The optional DLC includes character colors and system voices, but most of these can be unlocked through in-game currency. The ones that are truly locked behind the DLCs are a few shades of color like gold and faded pastel, and a few DLC character system voices like Biken. The system voices are quite involved as they change everything from round announcement to character selection, so if you like that kind of stuff, I suggest getting it. As for the price, sales can drastically drop the price, so if your budget is tight, I suggest waiting for one as they happen fairly frequently. Okay, once you've gotten the game, let's start it. If you have the Steam version and plan to play on consoles as well, I suggest adding input delay so that you can match it. If that's not your thing and you want the best delay possible, you can go to your video settings and turn things like VSync off. As for actually starting the gameplay, I highly suggest going through the tutorial first before doing anything else. The tutorial will give the basic ideas on how character movement and basic attack functions work. Even if these are things you've done in other games before, it's still a nice way to get a feel. And in my opinion, it's kind of fun. At worst, it's 20 to 30 minutes of your time. After that, you have a few choices. If you're experienced in other fighting games and want more general knowledge and tactics, you can hit the missions tab to get more information on how things like anti-air, tick throws, and frame traps work in this game. If you would rather try out a character instead, I suggest hitting the combo trials. In this mode, each character has 3 sections: special moves, basic, and advanced combos. Special moves should give you an idea what each character can do, and basic combos should give you an idea on how the Gatling routes work. I would advise staying away from advanced combos for now, since a lot of them are difficult and oftentimes nowhere near practical. If you are having trouble picking a character, there are 2 external resources you can consult. One is a questionnaire that gives you 4 character suggestions once you complete it. It's a fun way to get an idea where to start. The other is a video link site called On Rockin. You can search for characters that you are interested in and watch those characters in action. This should give you a general idea on what a character is capable of and see if it's something that interests you. I will put the links for both sites in the details of this video. Once you're settled on a character, you might want to try them out in training mode or fight against the CPU. While you're selecting a character, you might notice an option to choose between technical and stylish mode. Technical is the traditional way to play the game, whereas stylish mode enables you to press one button repeatedly for auto combos. As a warning though, auto combos may make execution easier, but you're very limited on what you can do. Now, as you're trying out different things in these modes, you might want to get a better idea on how the neutral, pressure, and combo system works. Since the in-game missions and combo trials are a bit outdated and lacking, I would suggest looking at a website called Dustloop Wiki for better information. On this site, you can see both basic and detailed rundowns of each character. The problem might be though, is that this may be too much information. So to complement that, you might want to join the Gear Xrd character discords. Some of these have beginner-friendly guides, and if not, you can ask one of the experienced players there for guidance. From my experience, there are at least a few friendly players that will be there to help. As a side note, if you settle on Eno or Raven, I have combo guides here on this channel, and you can also come check out my Twitch stream if you have specific questions. Links will be in the details. Now before we move on to netplay and testing out what you've learned, we should go over one really nice feature in this game, button shortcuts. If you hold down the right or left shoulder button on a specific menu, you can create a shortcut that instantly takes you there the next time you tap it. For example, if I hold down the right shoulder button on training mode, I can create a shortcut. I can then press the right shoulder button on any part of the menu and it will instantly take me to it. Very convenient. Alright, it's time for netplay. There are 3 choices: ranked matches, lobby, and player matches. As for the current situation, almost no one is playing ranked matches or in the lobby. So unless the rollback patch brings in new players that play in them, you won't find anybody in these modes. Your best bet is to join player matches. This mode allows a maximum of 8 players to join a room and play each other over 4 cabinets. You can also hit the training mode on the bottom right cabinet or play a soccer minigame. Now before selecting your room, you might want to check out the symbols next to the player names, as they indicate the relative strength compared to your profile. Up arrow indicates stronger players, equal indicates similar, and down arrow indicates weaker. I would highly recommend playing against equal or down arrow opponents for now. Once you're in a room, go to the main menu and select your character, stage, and BGM. For stages, most people pick Japan as it uses few resources and is easy on the eyes. Avoid picking Edinburgh Magicopolis as that one takes the most resources and often adds lag. Some players might also get motion sickness from it. Don't pick. For BGM, I recommend random as there are many good songs in the game. If you do however pick Birthday Train, you are most likely going to annoy a lot of players. Might want to avoid. Great song by itself though. As for general etiquette, before the match you want to greet your opponents. You can do this by typing out messages or using the message wheel. If you are going to line up on a cabinet with players already in a match, make sure the match is not about to end. If you line up while a match is going on, the game automatically puts you in spectator mode. While you are watching a match, the next set of players will not be able to start, even if the match is over. And unless you quit spectator mode, all the players on the cabinet will be locked. This is very annoying and inconvenient. So if you see a cabinet where a match is about to end, avoid lining up until the match is over. And if you just lost a match and see someone waiting to line up, it would be a kind gesture to get out of line and let them go in front of you. As for ending or leaving a room, if you are the host, you will want to go to the menu and declare that the room is about to close. By doing this, whatever matches that are going on will be the last, and no new matches will be possible. If you leave while matches are going on, it will automatically close the room and the players will be forced to disconnect during their match. Just wait for the matches to end, say your goodbyes in chat, and maybe do a pose or 2 before you leave. With that said, this is the end to the beginner's guide to Guilty Gear Xrd. If you have any further questions, let me know in the comments. You can also come visit my stream on Twitch for a live interaction. I should be streaming Xrd at least a couple times a month. Alright. Till next time, have fun with Guilty Gear Xrd.